How many of you haven't heard the name Opal Tower? Yes, residential tower in Sydney Olympic Park over 5 years ago, where more than 300 families had to leave their home on Christmas Eve because engineers and builders didn't do the job properly. Being a consultant engineer in building industry, I can guarantee Opal Tower wasn't the only building with those problems. And when these buildings and these stories started to come out, I started asking the question, how can I fix this problem? How can I do my share in pushing the industry not only to more sustainable space, but also to a more ethically committed space? Of course, I couldn't answer the question at the time, but I had it in my head when I started doing a course, how to manage yourself and others. And the biggest surprise I had was when I was doing a career anchor exercise. At first, I thought my career anchor was facing challenges all the time, or running a big team, basically having glory in my job. But doing it over and over again, I came to the conclusion that my career anchor was providing service, doing the right thing and what feels right to me. So I had to go back to my drawing board and look at my future self. I've always imagined in 5 to 10 years, is he capable of providing me this career anchor? To answer this question, I went out there, conducted information interviews. In one of those interviews, I met up with a general manager from a smaller company, but with a big building services team, which was my role at the time. It was so refreshing to see first the people out there with the same mentality, and second to know I will be able to respect my career anchor and do the job I've always wanted to do. Long story short, I wasn't surprised when he offered me a position in 2 months' time. I didn't really have to think twice because the culture was really perfect and I was going to run a team of 30 people instead of 20. But after I started, I realized it wasn't as good as I thought. Yes, they were doing a lot of projects, but they were all small projects, so there wasn't enough scope for me to do what I wanted to do. Yes, I learned a lot of fundamental skills that helped me in the future, but there was a gap there. And this gap was filled after 2 years. I started that position when my original company came to me and offered me a business unit management role in the buildings team, running a team of 50, including structural and civil engineers. A lot of scope for me. This time I did think twice. I negotiated an ideal where I could work on my plan in being an industry leader, being a champion of change to make the industry more respectful towards clients. And after 3 years, the team has grown to 65. I'm a happy man, and I think I've achieved everything I wanted, even more than what I wanted. So if you plan to do this course, open your ears and be ready to make some changes. Good luck.